guys, and welcome to another WIP Wednesday. If you're new to my channel, I'm Adrian, and Kiwi is actually my parrot. He's sitting up on my curtains right now. He's awake. He's just chilling though. He's a pretty happy bird this morning. Anyway, so the way this usually works is I will show you all of my finished projects for the last 7 days, and then we will talk about what I'd like to get finished over the course of the next 7 days. Now, last WIP Wednesday, I talked about wanting to complete a total of 12 jumping spiders, 12 amigurumi jumping spiders. I did not complete that goal. I did get 5 finished, but what had happened was I got bored, and I was like, I can't do this spider pattern no more. Anyways, so I'm going to show you the 5 spiders that I do have finished. So first I have this orange, this purple and black one. They're all sparkly. I've been making spiders out of the sparkly yarn. I do intend on going and making some that aren't sparkly. I just have not gotten around to it yet. But I've got this light purple one and this light purple with black stripes. And then here's the orange one that I mentioned. This one is made out of Mary Maxim Glimmer. I got a ton of this color in Mary Maxim mystery boxes. I had ordered 3 of them and they were all the same, and so I got a ton of this orange color. And at the time I didn't know what I was going to do with it. It was a year or 2 before I started working at Scream Hollow, so I was like, what am I going to do with so much orange glitter yarn? But now it's come in super handy. I use it all the time to make Halloween themed stuff for Scream Hollow, you know. Now this purple is actually Mainstays Sparkle from Walmart. And then this black guy is made out of Red Heart Super Saver Metallic. And you can see, can't even hardly see his eyes, but they are there. And then this one is kind of the reverse of this one. In fact, it is the reverse of this one. So I got a total of 5 spiders finished this week. So those, once I get a picture of these guys, will all go into the Scream Hollow box. And just before we open in September, I'll sit down and I will price everything out. For those of you that are new to my channel, so aside from running the Etsy shop and running the YouTube channel, I also work seasonally at a Halloween theme park. And I sell the tickets up front, but I also put my amigurumi in the gift shop under a consignment deal where I get 80% of my sales and the park gets 20%. And so that's a huge deal for me. Almost every year I've worked there, I've done this, and every year I sell out. This particular year, Halloween, I believe, is on a Friday. It's on a Friday or a Saturday, something like that. Yeah, it's on a Friday. Halloween's on a Friday this year. And so we're expecting to be much more busy. So I'm really trying to push myself to make Halloween-themed objects or Halloween-themed amigurumi for the next 3 months. We open for the Halloween season September 12th. So when I decided to put spiders on hold, I knew that I was going to have to work on a Halloween amigurumi. And so I decided to do some goblins. Now, I have never done goblins for Scream Hollow, but I've had this pattern for 4 or 5 years, and it is called Goober the Goblin, and it is a paid pattern from Etsy. that I bought a number of years ago. Anyhow, so I had only 3 18mm pairs of eyes, and they are these crescent moon eyes. This one is the colorway Lavender Red Heart Super Saver, and I gave him the green eyes, and then Casey requested that I do a black one, so I thought that would be fine. You can't really see him very well in the camera, which I've noticed, but he actually has red eyes. They're red glitter eyes. And then this guy is green, and he's got the yellow eyes. Now the black is Mainstays. It's a Walmart brand yarn, and this is also a discontinued shade of Red Heart Super Saver. The colorway is called Honeydew, and I love this color. The only reason I have it is because I found it at my thrift store, and I looked and looked and looked, could not find it anywhere. And I've really been putting off using this particular color because I didn't know for sure what I wanted to use it for. But I finally broke down and was like, it's gonna be a goblin. I need a green goblin. You can't make goblins without making at least one green one. So I'm gonna make this guy up in the honeydew color. Now, I have 3 bodies, or 3 heads and bodies. I've also got all 6 of their little arms finished. And I have the 2 purple ears and the 2 green ears. And I am currently working on the first black ear. What I have planned for these guys, though, is, for those of you that have watched my channel, you guys know, like, not too long ago, I made something like 20 different, pumpkins. And I believe the pumpkin pattern is by Hooked by Robin. I'll link it in the description box below, as well as the goblin pattern and the spider pattern. The pumpkin pattern is a free pattern. So I had one of these left over, and he still needs his little stem. But what I was thinking was, once I get the goblins all made up and sewed together, I thought it might be really cute to make up 2 more of these pumpkins. I was going to put this one with the purple goblin, and then I have a half-finished yellow pumpkin that's over on my table on the other side of the room, and I thought I might put the yellow pumpkin with the green goblin, and then do kind of a traditional orange pumpkin to be held by the black goblin. And I'm just going to sew the pumpkins on their hands so that, you can't take them apart or whatever. But I thought that would be really cute and, kind of play at that Halloween theme type deal. Now, I have no idea how much to sell these for, to be honest. None whatsoever. So maybe when I get, I'm planning on having at least the goblin portions done by next week. So maybe next week you guys can let me know how much you think I can sell these for at the theme park. Now, when I say that, keep in mind it's a theme park and people expect to pay a little bit more. So if I were to sell them in my Etsy shop, I'd sell them for a little bit less than what I sell them for in the gift shop at Scream Hollow. Not only because I have to pay that 20% for the consignment, but also because people just naturally expect to have to pay more when they're in a theme park. So I do mark my prices up a little bit for the stuff that's at Scream Hollow. I ran out of the 18mm eyes, so I don't see myself making any more out of the Weight 4 yarns. But once I get these 3 finished and the pumpkins finished, I'm going to see how I feel. If I still feel up to it, I'm thinking I will probably get this yarn back here and make a couple of goblins that are smaller, using a 3mm hook, and maybe I can use 16mm eyes or maybe 14mm eyes. Right now I am using a weight 4 with a 4mm hook for these guys. And you'll notice a little bit of difference between the 3 goblins. They are a little bit in size, they're a little bit smaller. The black one is smaller than the purple one, the green one is a little bit smaller than the black one. That's just because this purple yarn it's a weight 4, it's Red Heart Super Saver, but it was a little bit thicker than, actually it was quite a bit thicker than this Red Heart Super Saver color. And I don't know if that's just because this is an older Red Heart Super Saver or not. And then of course this guy is made out of the Mainstays yarn, so it is a weight 4, but it's a little bit different compared to this one. So I do have, they're all approximately the same size. I don't think anybody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. It'll be fun. But also I was thinking that adding the pumpkins in their hands would add a little bit of color to them. Otherwise you just kind of, like in the case of this guy, you just have a little dude with big ears, and you can't even see his little mouth, you just see his little fangs. So I don't know, I'm thinking it will add some color and some variation. Now, if I do decide to do smaller ones, I probably won't do pumpkins in their hands. They'll just be the goblins, because I have a ton of this yarn. I get it off of Amazon in packs of 50. So you get 50 different colors, and each ball it's like a little bonbon. Each ball is like I think 50 grams, something like that. And then I have Benjamin cake them all up at one time, and periodically I'll buy another package, or I'll buy 2 other packages, and he'll just add to the cakes for me. Yeah, so that's what I'm currently working on. Now, I haven't played with designing the pajama pants. I still don't have the yarn to finish Casey's bikini cover. So, I haven't worked on that. So I haven't filmed anything on either of those tutorials. I have quite literally been doing amigurumi for, 4 to 6 hours a day. But I don't know. I'm making progress on Scream Hollow, and so that's always a plus. I always feel pressured, to make sure that I have enough stuff. And this year, I feel very pressured because I know, like, it's gonna be busier this year just because Halloween's on a Friday. We're gonna be a lot busier, and I feel that pressure to make sure I have enough stuff because, every year I sell out, and then it's like I'm trying to sell tickets, and then in between selling tickets, I'm trying to make up smaller stuff like bats and pumpkins and spiders, and or I'll get off work at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll come home, and I'll sit and make pumpkins or spiders or just any of the smaller stuff to make sure that I have stuff in the gift shop. So this year I'm just really, really trying to push. Also this year I'm going to have, I have more larger pieces than I've had in the past. I've got a couple of monsters that I used, the Crochet Monsters book by Megan Lapp. I used that book to design a couple of monsters. So I have 2 of those. I've got one back there I need to finish in that little panda yarn bowl that you guys can see at the very corner of the screen. And then I have a witch, a couple of other things that are larger and pricier compared to years past. You know, and I'm hoping with it being busier that maybe those things will sell as well. I would like to do another jumbo spider out of the Bernat blanket, but my thing is I don't want to spend too much time making the bigger items that are going to cost more and then not have enough of the smaller items. So that's why I'm thinking probably at some point I'm going to make some goblins that'll sell a little cheaper than these goblins that I'm currently working on. I need to try to find a good balance between pricier items and cheaper items. And of course you're going to need more of the cheaper items than you are the pricier items, because the cheaper items are going to sell quicker and they're going to disappear way quicker than the bigger items are. So yeah, I'm working on that. For now I'm working on the goblins mostly just because I'm so sick of looking at the spiders. I really need to sit down and do some bats, and I just haven't, because every year for the last 3 years, I've done a ton of bats. I think the first year that I did bats, I did something like 40. Last year, I think I did 29 or 30 bats. It was a lot. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and watch the video, because I do a bat giveaway every year, where you guys guess how many bats that I made. And then I usually... the winner is usually announced sometime in November, which I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that this year. I just haven't gotten around to making bats. So, I mean, there's your clue that this year I may not have as many bats as I have had in the past, if you guys have participated in that giveaway before. Now, I do currently have a hidden giveaway going on. I will be drawing for that giveaway tomorrow evening. Wait a minute. Hold on. What is today? Okay, in my time, it's the 17th. So, when you guys see this video, you'll have some time this evening, till this evening. I'll probably draw, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7 o'clock on Wednesday. So, yeah, it'll be like 6 or 7 o'clock. And you guys will see this in the morning on Wednesday, so you'll have a little while to find it and get the magic word in. Also, I have my members giveaway that I have been doing each month. I'm pretty proud of myself. I've maintained doing that every month. And the sneak peek as to what will be in June's membership giveaway I'll upload that one on Sunday the 22nd for you guys, so that you can see what I'm giving away for the June membership appreciation giveaway. If you guys are interested in taking part in that, all you have to do is sign up as a member. It's $2.99 a month, and you guys get access to that giveaway, as well as any members only content that I have, which as of right now is not a lot, but I'm working on it. I'm always working on it. The biggest thing right now is getting time to finish my tutorials out. Which is always hard when I'm struggling. I feel like I'm struggling to get stuff out for Scream Hollow. Don't worry, I'll get it done. I promise. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for WIP Wednesday today. And I'm sure that you guys can hear that my phone is going off all crazy like over here. So I am going to let you guys go for now. Thank you for coming and watching my videos. Thank you all so much for that. I very much appreciate it. Especially when you guys watch the videos all the way through. It really helps. Helps to support my channel. And if you guys really like my content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you guys can catch all of my videos. Like I said, I do have a lot of new subscribers recently, so just so you guys know, I do yarn hauls. It's all about yarn here, except for Kiwi shenanigans. There's the occasional Kiwi shenanigans, which he has his own playlist if you're here for Kiwi. Um, I will put it up here if you guys want to check out the Kiwi shenanigans. But anyways, guys, I will let you go, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.